Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and this video is going to be about some region transfer changes that are going to be coming to the game on June the 26th, and this is going to block people from leaving servers from that day forward. But there will be windows that open in the future past that date to allow people to transfer regions. It just won't be free to transfer as it is right now. I'll read through the announcement, and it says, last year we rolled out the region transfer feature in Road to Survival that allowed players and factions to transfer from one region to another. The intent of region transfer was to allow players and factions the opportunity to move to different regions, to play with friends, and to seek new competitive experiences. What we've seen and heard from the community was that the frequency at which people transfer between regions is causing disruption to the tight-knit communities that exist within regions. We are also observing that some factions are moving to regions to seek unfair competitive advantages, which undermines the ability to create balanced matchmaking, especially for cross-region war. In an effort to foster stronger community relationships and improve the gameplay experience for players, we'll be making some changes to the availability of region transfer. Starting on June the 26th, we will turn off outbound region transfers for all regions. After June 26th, region transfer will only be available for limited windows of time on a periodic basis. We believe these changes to region transfer will allow for better event regulation, fairer competition amongst players and factions, and improve the overall health of all regions. It will also allow players to benefit from better event planning and more consistent activity scheduling in the game. We'll be actively monitoring the latest iteration to region transfer and bring in further tweaks if necessary. Please transfer to your desired region prior to the region locking on June 26th. We look forward to your feedback in order to help us manage region transfer availability going forward. Thanks, The Walking Dead team. So these are the main two things about this. Obviously, it's starting on June 26th. They're going to turn off outbound region transfers for all regions. And after June 26th, periodically they're going to open limited windows where factions and individuals can transfer if they so wish. Now there are going to be some upsides and some downsides to this in terms of the wider game, and just like individually, people are going to want a lot of freedom to just move around. Do remember, we never had the capability to transfer for years, so having it so we can only transfer every now and again isn't that much of a big deal. I don't think people should be transferring that often, if I'm honest. If you're having to transfer a lot anyway, there's something going on there. There's something going wrong. You shouldn't be transferring that often. I think the way they should be doing the transfers as well is if they try and time it around stashes. Obviously right now, if you transfer and you've got a stash in progress, it resets your progress on that stash. So let's say they have it so every 2 months or every 3 months that the limited windows open, they can time the stashes to end before those windows open, and that would actually be really good for the player base. They could also try and time, let's say, War of Champions during that window, so that people who wanted to, participate or qualified to participate in War of Champions could transfer to the War of Champions region and participate. Pretty much as simple as that. Now, one thing to mention as well is this is actually going to be not financially beneficial for Scopely to do at all. They're probably going to lose out on money overall in terms of when faction transfers open and when individual transfers are open. If it's open 24/7, then constantly people are going to be buying keys, constantly people are going to be able to transfer. This is going to reduce that. I'd say this is actually quite a good player first thing to come in. They've obviously checked the feedback because there's no benefit financially, and if there's a financial benefit, a lot of people would say yes, definitely. You can see why Scopely are doing this is because there's a financial benefit, but there's zero financial benefit here. It's actually a disadvantage. It's not a benefit at all. They're potentially going to lose money from this, so this is a good thing, and this is what we want. We want player first. We want them thinking about individuals in the community. We want them thinking about regions. I do think region merging should probably come in because there are some very low population regions, and they must know when they run these blitz wars where there's some regions that probably don't get more than like 15 to 20 wars, and that region needs to merge with someone else, or at least be enforced transferring. Maybe an enforced transfer in terms of maybe giving them some compensation. I don't know what you could give. Free transfer and maybe some coins. I don't know what else you could give them, but there are some regions that just don't have a lot of players on them and really just shouldn't be a region anymore. Should definitely be merged with 2 or 3 of the regions that are in the same position. But do tell me your thoughts on the locking of regions. and obviously, you know, region transfers becoming like a periodic window-based thing in the future. But that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.